there, and at least 75% of them really like it. And at least 10% of them is their favorite story. And so it's kind of supposed to be like a scary campfire story, but it's not scary at all. So it was a dark and stormy mid-morning. Someone walked down the stairs and opened the cupboard and took out a potato to make French fries. But then it let out a roar, and I realized it was a potato demon. It had sharp white potato teeth and glaring red potato eyes. And so they screamed, and they threw it in the trash can. Plunk. But the potato was patient. It waited until someone threw out some spaghetti, and then it used the spaghetti as arms to climb out of the trash can. But then the spaghetti disintegrated, and the potato fell on its face. Back. Because spaghetti is very weak and not to be used as appendages. And then it was thrown out again. But the potato was patient. Someone threw out some candy canes, and everyone knows that candy canes are entirely unbreakable. And so it climbed out of the trash can with the candy canes. And then it ran into the street and began absorbing potato power from the universe until it grew to the size of a man. It was a potato man. It began attacking the city and attacking all the potato crops. Nothing would grow. And so they decided the only way to defeat the potato man would be to chop it up into French fries as they had originally planned. And so they got King Arthur's sword, Excalibur, and they chopped the potato man into pieces. But then, before they could fry the pieces, they each grew into a separate, full-sized potato man. And so, now there were several hundred potato men ransacking the city and the surrounding countryside and stuff. And no crops would grow. And so, they decided that they would need to fry the French fry pieces immediately after cutting them to make sure they would grow back into potatoes. And so, they needed the world's largest frying pan. So they went to Tennessee, and they got the world's largest frying pan. and they filled it with oil. And then they gathered all the swords they could find. King Arthur's sword, Alexander the Great's sword, Julius Caesar's sword, Chicken Caesar salad sword. And then they gave the sword to their highly trained Navy SEALs. And so the Navy SEALs marched upon the city. And then each one began to attack a potato man with a sword. Until finally they were all in French fries, and before they could turn into separate potato men, they quickly put them in the frying pan and began to fry them. But then the French fries began disappearing until all the French fries were gone, and there, in the middle of the frying pan, was one lone potato. It was the original potato demon, and they were just about to destroy it when Ronald McDonald stole the potato and brought it to the secret McDonald's headquarters where they cloned it and put it in airtight Ziploc bags and used it in their recipes. And that is why McDonald's French fries taste so good, but are so bad for you.